Hey guys, we are back. Today we're going to be opening up some Digimon cage figures. Super exciting. Anything to do with Digimon is always exciting for me. So can't wait to do that. But before I begin, let me start by apologizing for the background noise. We are having currently a big thunderstorm and also a lot of rain. So there's going to be quite a bit of background noise, I think, in this video, so I apologize for that in advance. But that is out of my control, and we can only stay positive. So let's begin. So these cage figures are actually harkens back to the old cage figures of like the early 2000s. I remember I had a Skullgreymon that came in a cage. Those are super valuable, by the way. If you guys have any, you should probably check the price on those, especially if they come in sealed like this. So, but these are the new ones, and these are a little different. They're all cage figures, but what is going to be different is here we have the new collection. This is new collection volume 2. We opened up volume 1 in the first video. There's going to be a volume 3 that I have already pre-ordered. And then you have the Impulse City set, and then also these single ones. I'm not sure how these come about, like if they're gacha or if they just come in like, if they're just like for sale in a store or whatever. But these definitely come as a set. So these new collection figures are slightly different in that most of the figures that come in these are actually redone. So they're actually the same models as the older ones, but kind of revamped in the paint scheme, in the way the figures are put together. Like some of these are actually whereas they used to be like one piece, they're now like 2 or 3 pieces put together. They're a little more intricate, a little more beautifully made. And then also, of course, you have the new figures, like this Gammamon is new. I believe this Jellymon is also new. And then I'm not sure about this guy. This guy, it feels like I've seen him before, so he could be one of the revamped ones. So yeah, the new collection is going to be like that. You're going to have some older figures that are renewed, and then you have the new figures that are completely brand new. So whereas these newer ones over here are brand new. In fact, these are new Digimon that I think are going to be like they're going to be like the main protagonists of like the new anime. I haven't watched the anime in a long time, so these ones I think Impulse City is from the digital Digimon Vital Bracelet. I think that's where they're from. I know that you can get these Digimon in that device. I don't know if there's a anime that goes with it or whatever. But let's begin. We are gonna start with the easier one here. Just these single ones. As I said, I can kind of foresee like these being sold at like a bookstore or something, where like they're put on the cashier's desk or something. They certainly feel like that kind of thing. The quality of them seem pretty decent, but perhaps not quite as good as the new collection over here. So, but we'll take a look and we'll see how the quality is. Here we have Gammamon. I believe he's brand new. A brand new Digimon. I guess this comes with like a little, I don't know what this is. Probably a safety guide for kids. You know, like you shouldn't swallow it or whatever. Stuff like that. And then these cages are pretty cool. They do open up like this, and then the figure pops right out as soon as I get the plastic off of it. So, oh no, there's some tape here. I don't know if I should use a knife, but I guess my knife isn't sharp anymore. So we have Gammamon right here. Paint job looks pretty cool, pretty good. There's nothing smudgy about it. He is a fairly simple looking Digimon though. He's probably like the new Agumon, you know? and put them inside the cage. Also, one cool thing about these cages is like, I believe they all lock together. Like you can put them together, like they're interlocking. I'm not a big fan of like, to be honest with you, I'm not a big fan of the way the cages are. Just because like I love animals and they remind me of like a zoo. Anyway, here we have Jellymon, our second Digimon. This is also brand new, I believe. The Digimon's brand new. Never seen her before. So that's gonna be cool. They all seem to be like rookie or champion level Digimon, which I'm not huge. Like, I like the really big ones. Like, you know, perfect level, ultimate level, whatever, mega level Digimon, like Wargreymon, Gallantmon. Those are pretty cool. So I hope they have those versions later. We're gonna pop out Jellymon over here. I think I can just peel off this tape. There you go. There you have it. You have Jellymon. She seems pretty cool. I'm just assuming it's a she. Again, like really simple figures. They're not particularly like intricate. I don't know if this is focusing correctly. It's kind of hard to hold it in place. So, really cool. I don't remember how much I got these for. I think there's something like $8 a piece. Like, I'm not so sure. Oh, so the cages actually interlock. Let me see how it does that here. There you go. They interlock, so it's kind of tough to like put it, like separate it, so you can have your whole collection kind of in a box sort of configuration. Like you can stack them up, and you can put one. You can put it as in a row, however you want to display it. So we're gonna go a little quicker here. Here we have Angoramon. He's kind of the ape-looking one. I think he might be a champion level. So, I don't know. He's definitely, there are definitely like characters that are gonna appear in the next, the new, oh, this one doesn't, oh, never mind. It's stuck to the bottom. I was just gonna say, this one didn't come with the safety thing. I'm gonna pop this guy open. Oh, I forgot the tape. Very annoying piece of tape here. Alright, so here you have Angoramon. It's kind of cute. Oh, he's got little ponytails in the back. Pretty cool. There's even like, they even painted on like the whiskers here. It's kind of a cool touch. And his one tooth sticking out. I bet you that's a pain in the butt to make. So kind of cool. Nothing. Oh, these look like Terriermon's ears. Does he like digivolve from Terriermon? Maybe. Like the green kind of reminds me of it. So put him back in the cage. Like so. And then we'll just we'll interlock it with Jellymon's cage there. There we go. All right, next we're gonna go for the Impulse City. This comes with 3 Digimon. These are just like the 3 levels. Rookie, Champion, and then Perfect level. The Perfect level one looks really cool. You have Pulsemon, Bulkmon, and Baumann. These are obviously like exercise related Digimon, which came out with the Vital Bracelet, of course. I played the Vital Bracelet for a long time. I feel like it's got huge potential. Like there's definitely a lot there that should be unpacked though. Like a lot of app features that were not available at launch. Just a lot of problems with that. Here we have Impulsemon, or Pulsemon. And then I believe this is Bulkmon. And the last one is gonna be my favorite one. He looks like a tribal like Elderman. We have Baumann. I guess Baumann. Oh, he's a boxer. I guess he kind of looks like Akuma from Street Fighter. So really cool. We're gonna pop out Pulsemon. I forgot how much these were. I think these are significantly more expensive than the previous ones that we just did, the standalone ones. Okay. And we have Pulsemon. Looking kind of good. Let's move this over here. Should probably stack them up because they're like a set of 6. So, or a set of 3, I mean. Let me just pop this open real quick. There you go. Pulsemon. Pulsemon looks pretty good. I like him. It's kind of a lot of detail on his shoes or feet, I guess, like armor. I'm not sure what that is. Really nicely painted. You can kind of see the quality difference of these ones versus like those ones, which kind of justifies the price, the difference in price, I suppose. So you have that there in his cage. He no longer standing there. It's always a problem with displaying these is like, it's hard to keep them standing. There you go. Let's see if we can keep it standing. And he's already down. We'll just stack him up like that. We'll move on to Bulkmon. Pretty cool looking. I guess Bulkmon is like the weightlifter, which is kind of weird because it doesn't have to do. I mean, I guess you could say like Pulsemon would be sort of a running Pokemon. Oh, a Pokemon. Oh my god, such blasphemy. I did not mean Pokemon, obviously. I meant Digimon. He's sort of like the running Digimon, and then you have this Bulkmon. That's kind of conceivable, but from Bulkmon into like a boxer type Digimon is kind of weird. We also already have like a boxing Digimon, I feel like, and his name is Jellymon. I guess he's more like a martial artist type Digimon. These are tough to open. There you go. Bulkmon looking nice. I really like the figures with like big fists. I feel like they look really cool. Wow, this one's extra nice. There's some texturing on his back here. Pretty cool. He's looking good. He's got a 6-pack. Oh, dang. Dang. This guy's ready to roll. This guy's been in the gym for 2 years straight. Never been out of the gym. Looking good, baby. Let's drop him inside here. And finally, here we have Baumann. I guess bout would be like fighting bout, like bout number 1, bout number 2, something like that. So he's sort of a martial arts related Digimon. He definitely looks like Akuma. I feel like Akuma is like the direct inspiration for him, you know? I wish like they could have made this plastic but invisible, you know? Like completely undetected by the naked eye. So that, you know, what you could do is fix these figures onto the cage. Because the biggest problem about displaying them in the cage is keeping them standing. So, I mean, you can always put some blue tack on the bottom. This one's really nice, guys. This is Baumann. I really like this one. He's got these beads. That's why I said he looks like Akuma. And then he's got this headband. It's pretty cool, dude. A lot of detail on this one. Paint job is very decent. I feel like it's decent enough. Really good quality. Very reminiscent of like the older Japanese figures from the early 2000s. We had, because if you guys didn't know, we had Japanese figures, and we also had like American-made figures. The American-made ones, or like China, sorry. I think they were made in China, but distributed like in America, in Singapore, sort of like the rest of the world. The Japanese have like sort of a way of thinking of like, they want to provide the best for their own people. So they would definitely have the best products that are distributed only in Japan. So things like this are no exception. Next, we're going to be opening up this new collection volume 2. Let's see here. New collection volume 2. We are going to take a slight break actually, because to be honest with you, camera's dying. So we're going to come back to this in a little bit. So take a little break and we'll be back in a snap. All right, we are back. Took a little break. Rains died down a little bit. Thunder's a little less crazy. So we're gonna continue this opening with the new collection volume 2. As I said, the new collection ones are my favorite for sure, even though, you know, we do have repeats, like this Miraman is a classic. Actually, you know, in the previous part, I mentioned that all of the older figures have been redone. I don't think that's true. That's only true for certain ones. I think for this one, it's this guy that's been redone, and then everybody else is kind of the same figure as before. So, but you know, there's one exception. If you do live outside of Japan, you probably got, you know, when you were a kid, you probably got a version that is much less, much worse quality than the ones that were distributed in Japan. So these ones are going to be the Japanese quality ones, the much better versions. So definitely worth the money. You know, even if you already have some of these figures from the older ones, you probably don't have one that is as well painted and as well done as these ones. So definitely worth the purchase. They are expensive. I do wish they were a little cheaper, just so they're more accessible to like younger generations of people. But that's fine. I think they put a lot of work into making these, so definitely excited for these ones. One comment I do have though, I don't understand why the box is in black and white. I'm not sure that's to like save cost, or it doesn't seem to be saving cost because they're so expensive. So, but these are you know, cool looking sprites. You know, these are the sprites that you would get in the Digimon Tamagotchi, the V-Pets, Digimon V-Pets. So I don't know why they're in black and white. So let's open it up and check out the figures that we have inside here. All right, first one is gonna be Teddymon. He's definitely one of my favorites. Really creepy looking Digimon. We have Gammamon. So these are the two nicest figures I think in this one. We have Miraman. Miramon's looking very nice. I do have a Miraman right there on my shelf, so I'm gonna show you guys my older. Oh, actually, I don't know if I do. I'll check it though. I'd love to do a comparison video of these figures versus like the older versions, because I think these are way better. Oh, okay. So this one comes as together. So really, they're just kind of one figure. Yeah, the previous one, there was Angoramon and Baumann. So, oh, this is definitely my favorite, Mugen Drumon, aka Metal Drumon. I forgot. I forgot the name. And that's about it. So it's gonna be 6 cages. Actually, technically 7 figures, but 2 of them in one of these. So we are gonna pop open Jellymon first. He is the baby, the rookie. Really cool art on the cover here. This is definitely the original art that came with like the release of the V-Pet. The original V-Pet, not the new 20th anniversary new versions, the original ones. So using the old art, it's definitely a good move. Super nostalgic. I think like Digimon right now is just riding on nostalgia, really. You know, it's gonna be people my age, like in their 30s, that are gonna be buying these up. So maybe late 20s. I don't know. I did see quite a number of people like trying out Digimon, so it's fantastic. So we are opening up Gammamon. I don't know if he's like if he's redone or if he's like a brand new one. He does look really nice, okay? Which is why I say like these boxed figures are so much better than the ones below there, the individual ones, the much cheaper ones. So I feel like production quality, you know, is much higher on these ones. This is a two-piece, obviously the tail here, there's a little seam there. The arms are actually also a piece on its own, so it's like it's a four-piece figure. Really cool. You can see definitely like they put in so much effort into this one. I'm gonna put him in the cage and set him aside here. And then we'll go on to open up Miraman. Miraman used to be one of my favorites when I was a kid. He is very cool. You know, the OG art, always a win, always a win. These are like the art that we had actually printed as a kid and tried to like draw them. I would like try to draw Miraman and like battling Greymon, something like that, and then make up stories. Just super exciting having these. We also had the figures like available to us from like the bookstore. We had like a bookstore inside the school when I was a kid, and they would come as like a keychain, and those were like the Japanese made ones, or the ones that were for the Japanese market, and they were like $1 a piece, I remember. So here you have Miraman. He's a lot brighter than I remember. Like the red is much more red. I think it used to be a lot more subtle. The figure is exactly the same, and also they put in like purple eyes here. I don't think his eyes were purple back then. I'll do a comparison video as a separate video, because otherwise this one's gonna go on too long. So, but really amazing detail. Like you can see his, you can see his flame muscles there. A little bit weird, but yeah, exactly the same as I remember them as a kid. The paint job is a lot better though, a lot brighter. Really fantastic figure. Really love these. Also, you know, recently Digimon came up with the gacha figures. I'll do a video on those ones in some other time. So we have Miraman, and then we'll go on to do Teddymon and Numimon, aka I used to call him like Poopmon when I was a kid, because you remember, if you remember like when you were kids, right? You wouldn't have the names of these ones. They would come in like Japanese, and you wouldn't know what they were called. So I used to call it, oh, this guy's called Manzemon. I just remembered. When I was a kid, I used to call him Teddymon. I don't think he was ever known as Teddymon, but like we called him that so much that it just caught on, and we just started calling him Teddymon. Teddymon and Slugmon is what we used to say. Slugmon and Teddymon for sure. So this is one of those that you know, oh, you know what? They painted on the little spots on Numimon. I don't think they used to do that. These are new, I believe. Numimon's a lot smaller, as you can see. So the older one, the older figure, he was like the same size as everybody else. So a little bit weird that he's smaller. I feel like he's meant to be the pet, I guess. So the thing with these, right, is that when I was a kid and I used to have my V-Pet, and a lot of my friends would have V-Pets as well, and I would be a really good boy, right, and not bring my device to school because it would get confiscated and I'd be really sad. And so what would happen is most of the time my Digimon would turn into Slugmon, or aka Numimon. I'd be really sad but he'd end up in a couple days, if I keep him alive, if I manage to keep him alive somehow, he would turn into Teddymon. Teddymon is probably the strongest ultimate level Digimon of the 3 that were available. So in the original VPAT, there was no Mega form, there was only Ultimate form, and you would have Monzemon, and then you have Metal Greymon, and you have Mamimon. So Teddymon is the strongest out of the 3. So it's kind of that weird situation where like your bad luck or your reluctance to like rebel actually pays off. And then my friends would have like Mamimon, you know, and I would battle with my Monzemon, and I'd be really happy because I'd smoke him, completely smoke him. Of course, as Numemon, you'd be terrible. Numemon is terrible. So we're gonna go with Devimon next. Another favorite of mine. I actually recently found some of my old figures, and one of my favorites that I found was a Digimon called Marine Devimon, which is like much that's way later in the Digimon series. He's not like the direct evolution of Devimon, but he is part of the same family, so. Devimon, oh god, I can already see it. This is so beautifully done. It's so beautiful. The details on it, absolutely amazing. I do have the older version of this, so stay tuned for the comparison video. It's gonna be crazy. Oh my gosh, this is really good. Look at the buckle. They painted on every buckle. You have the skull tattoo. I think that was painted on, always painted on. You have these buckles over here. And then his bandages. Bandages are always painted on in a different color, actually, I might add. And then you have these like belt buckles on his belly, and then they painted that on too. Amazing. This is absolutely incredible. The only thing I wish that was slightly different was the mouth area. Like probably could have painted his fangs yellow or something, or just a different color. Because it just seems like one color for the mouth is just a little weird compared to the other ones. Like, this is insane how they painted on every buckle. You have to understand how small these figures are. So, and then his chest tattoo, that was always red. Like his eyes red. Now they changed it to like sort of a brownish color. So that's different. Really cool. I can't wait for the comparison video. It's gonna be really nice. This is definitely huge. Such good quality. I'm just speechless at this one. Okay, so we're gonna open up a new figure. This one I'm not such a big fan of, just because of the way that they did this one. As you'll see, something's a little weird about this one. This is you have Dukemon. I guess this is known as Dukemon. I thought he was Gallantmon. For the longest time, he was called Gallantmon. I don't know why it's called Dukemon now. With Digimon, like Bandai likes to change things around very quickly, so like kind of without you noticing almost. Like perfect level Digimon used to be called ultimate level, and then now they're called perfect. So a little weird. Okay, here we have Dukemon. So as you can see, he looks way shorter than he should be, doesn't he? He looks horrible, to be honest with you. Like, I appreciate the attempt at making the details nice. Those are cool, but like, here, take a gander at this, okay? Let me just pull out the Devimon that we just looked at. I feel like they put minimal effort into this one, to be honest. Kind of disappointed. Here you have Devimon, right? And then you have this little Dukemon that's kind of like his little brother. And Dukemon's supposed to be like the ultimate, okay? He's supposed to be like one of the knights of like, I forgot what it's called, but like one of the strongest Digimons, okay, out there. And he, look at his puny little like joust. Look at it. This is terrible, guys. I don't know what happened with Bandai, how they would approve this, but that's insane. Look at, he looks like a little child. Terrible. Bandai, you can do better, okay? Redo this one, sell it as a single. I will buy it, okay? I will forgive you for this, okay? But right now, as of right now, it is absolutely horrifyingly terrible. Terrible. Disappointing. Very disappointing. And I rarely say that about Digimon because I'm so in love with it. Okay. We'll put him back there. Now, this one almost makes up for it. I've already seen pictures of it. Absolutely stunning. You have here Mugen Drumon, aka, I forgot the name. There's a different name that he used to go by. He was like the final boss, I believe, of Digimon World 1. I believe. I'm not. I don't remember. But he was sort of like OG. Like in terms of Digimon World, the game, he was definitely OG. So let's pop him out here. Yeah, I can already see it. Like compare this, okay? Compare this to the Dukemon we just saw. Like compare this. Look at this beautiful thing. Okay? Look at him. Okay? I won't say anything for the next 15 seconds because I just want you to enjoy this. This thing is incredible, okay? It is incredible how good this looks, okay? With everything on it. I don't have to make a lot of comments on this. He looks incredible, okay? Look at his cannons in the back here. Oh my God. This is gold. Right here, gold. This is platinum, okay? This is the best of the best. Please, okay, Bandai, please do more of this, okay? And stop doing shit like this. Please. This is terrible. I understand, like, the cage is pretty small, right? But still, you have to get the proportions right, okay? And I don't mean, like, accurate, okay? These are, like, chibi figures, okay? So the arms and the head are gonna be a little bigger. I get it. That's fine, okay? But this isn't right, okay? This is not correct. It's your only failure in all of these figures so far. But it's such a huge failure because he's such an important Digimon, okay? So stop doing that, okay? Please. Look at how nicely he fits into the cage. He's huge. And he fits perfectly fine. This is what you gotta do, boys and girls. All right. Anyway, rant over. Let's just stick it all in there. You know what? I'm gonna put this guy in the front here. He is definitely the MVP of our opening today. So thank you so much for watching, you guys. Up to this point, this is a very long video, so I really appreciate it. I have so much passion for Digimon and my other toys as well. So please, if you don't mind, hit that subscribe button, hit the like button if you enjoyed the video. Leave some comments. Please let me know what kind of things I should change about my videos and perhaps what things you would like to see in the channel. I would really appreciate that. I'm very open to suggestions. I'm a very new channel, so definitely open for growth. So please subscribe, like, comment. I'll see you in the next video, guys.